Whatever pays your rent. Or, I mean, that ain't paying the rent, but whatever makes you happy.
And we're live. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Of course, I'm your host, Spivey, and with me today is...
What's up? It's Des.
Des.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I really was, high as fuck for the first part of the day. And then I started getting crossfaded, and now I'm just, in the liquor phase, and it's amazing. So, I'm pretty happy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So you're being honest about that?
Completely, yeah.
So you're a woman being honest?
Yeah.
Bullshit! No women are honest!
Oh, fucking
prove me wrong.
Bullshit.
Look at
Women are honest, niggas just don't like it. That's what the problem is.
Well, talk to me. Tell me more.
So, alright. Today we're talking about blunt/honest women. Because I feel like a lot of men are not, up to par with that shit. And they get really uncomfortable from what I've experienced personally. So, my thing is, right, I, wasn't super, into the whole high school shit. I was a very late bloomer whenever it started, sexuality and, getting more accustomed to what that is for myself.
Okay.
But, as I found, because my thing is, I don't like to waste time. If I give you my phone number, it's for a reason. I think that you're, sexually attractive, or I'm, into you in some point, or I just feel like you're a cool-ass person, right? But, if we meet on, a sexual type of level, which you know the difference between, just, friendship and, a non-sexual, or at least most women do anyway. Do you feel like as a guy you understand when people are, into you and not into you?
No.
No? Okay, well... As a woman, which I feel like other women can relate to, you usually know when someone's, sexually attracted to you.
Pause.
Yeah.
I want to explain that.
Okay.
I could be having sex with a woman and still not know where we stand, afterwards.
That's fucking weird.
Women are fucking weird.
But do you not know beforehand whether or not a woman would have sex with you? Is the question I'm asking.
Not fully.
No? Okay, but you have an inkling, because you're saying not fully.
No, it's always a hope. You branch.
Okay.
Hold on, you branch a little bit.
Okay.
This is a 1.
Mhm.
Do we go to 2?
Okay.
Do we then go to 3?
Oh, so I jumped from 6.
Yeah,
so what you mean?
Do we go to 4?
Okay, I guess
Do we
that...
go to 5?
Well,
yeah,
for the most
it's
part,
that kind of
as far
scenario.
as, females go, I feel like most women are very in tune with whether or not, men want sex from them or just want basic friendship. We're really good at picking up on that type of thing. So, I guess...
Bullshit.
Oh, I'm pretty, yeah. There's only been, maybe 1 or 2 people that I've been oh, I just want to be, friends. I didn't know that you were trying to fuck me.
In my history, and I can only speak for me.
Yeah.
Out of all my female friends, that I can remember anyway.
Okay.
Probably only 2% I wouldn't have sex with. And even that is...
Well, how many percent would have sex with you?
I have no idea. I probably place that at about 8%.
Okay, so if only 2 you would not, and 8% would, then for the most part, you can kind of tell who would and would not have sex with you.
I'm guessing that based on what I've had
Yeah, but I
had
mean,
sex
usually, you can kind of pick up on that shit.
No.
Literally, there's
Women
only
are
been one
fucking weird.
person who had a sexual attraction... Sorry, the liquor's talking now. Who had a sexual attraction to me that I had no idea and would have never guessed in a million years that they even, thought of me in a sexual context. And they were fine as fuck, so I they could have gotten that shit. There's only been one person that I was just wait, what? And they were, because, we went out and we were clubbing and shit with, a bunch of mutual friends. And then, I got back home and I got a text message and I had to read the text message 3 times because I was wait a second, this can't be what I think it is.
What was
and then
it?
I read it. It was basically just oh, cool. Well, because they had a girlfriend at the time. So, if my girlfriend's into it, then I would totally, do a threesome type ordeal. And I was I don't give a shit. But, also, whether or not you're...
So, wait, you would have done the threesome just based off of him?
No, but I was with it. Well, yeah, but I have to see the girl first. I'm not just going to, promise threesome if I can't see the person. So. But anyway... But I also was in a relationship at the moment, so I was my person that I'm currently with is, strictly monogamy, so I can't do any of that stuff, so don't text me on that shit. But if I was single, I would have been open to the idea, because I did find him, very sexually attractive. I just never would have thought, I don't know, just the interactions that we had would never got to, a physically, or a sexual, type of thing, if that makes sense.
Sort of. I mean, you okay.
But anyway, this is going so off topic. My thing is usually, like, off rip, I'm a very blunt person because, like, my thing is, like, I don't have time to waste time. I feel like I'm not in high school anymore. Whenever you're in high school, you're the type of nigga who's like, oh, let me take you on a date, and let me just treat you like a princess, and then hopefully I'll get the pussy. And, like, that's how most people are in high school, I feel like. So my thing is, like, I'm not in high school, so if I give you my number, it's because I, like, do... Or, like, usually, I don't know, if it's in a sexual context and I feel that sexual energy, or if it's just, like, if I'm at a bar and you ask for my number, if it's just, like, in basic life and you ask for my number, I might just give you my phone number because, like, I may be, like, on a friendly type of ordeal. But I usually ask people, too, like, is this, like, a friend type of thing or a non-friend thing? And then also the weird thing is, like, niggas be getting so offended whenever you tell them that you're not going to fuck them. Ain't nobody even asked you for all that. Cool, but then as soon as you come over my house, you want to act like you're trying to fuck, and then you get pissed off whenever I tell you no, so.
No, well, so I want to speak on that. Okay. So, for me at least, when I speak to a girl, chances are 99.9% of the time, I find her attractive in some way or another. Okay. Whether it is physical attraction or personality.
Yeah.
So somewhere in there, yeah, I will put my dick inside you. My penis to vagina action would commence under the right situations.
All
okay.
Right.
So, with that being said, because that's clearly how you first start talking to somebody. True. Because, oddly enough, there's nobody who really wants to sit here and hold a conversation with somebody who, when they look at them, they're like, oh.
Yeah,
ugh.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So if I look at you and I'm like, I'm holding back throw up, or I'm just so turned off.
Churning the whole time.
Yeah, I'm like, look, we're gonna have to talk with me facing over here or something because you can't. You just that's not how this shit works. This shit works a certain way, and that ain't it.
I agree.
Okay, so by default, if we're chatting, something here says I would dick you down under the right circumstances.
Okay.
It may not be big circumstances.
Yeah.
We might just need to be alone. I might just need to be bored. I've fucked a lot of girls in my past. The only reason I fucked them is because I was bored. Period.
I fucked That's happened. 2 people because I was bored.
When you get done, you be like, why did I just do that? Oh yeah, I was bored.
Yeah, I have had that happen.
Yeah. So it's a thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real life thing.
A lot of women out there thinking that they the baddest shit on earth. No, I was bored.
Yeah.
So, and don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure for some women, I was that bored person that they just jumped on. So I'm not even like I'm a hot shit or nothing, because no, that ain't it. But once you get past the fact that, yeah, you would fuck said woman or guy in your situation, there is the choice in personality, because I could be attracted to somebody physically and hate their guts. Like, yeah, no, dead ass. But what end up happening is I'll fuck the shit out of them. Like, I will give them the best dick down and everything else that I can, and then not call them. So they calling me, and I'm ignoring them.
If I hate you, I can't have sex with you.
Me.
Oh my God, we're gonna have another conversation about like this, because this is a completely different tangent. But like people ending like arguments over sex, we'll talk about that another time. But basically, for me, we'll write that down. But like for me, I don't know. So basically, back to the topic at hand. I feel like a lot of women. Well, like not a lot of women. Damn, you can't read that.
I'm talking about I'm pulling out the red carpet
for
that one smash down.
All I'm saying is I feel like a lot of men cannot deal with blunt women. So whenever I say that, I mean in the aspect of like, I've had people who like, I've just been on hiatus against like dating people in general. And like guys will like, I don't know, I feel like whenever you're trying to like be on your shit is whenever, either that or whenever you're in a relationship, all the previous like sexual encounters you would have easily said yes to are like on an influx whenever you're either in a relationship or whenever you're on your own shit and you're just not fucking with sex at the moment. At least in my experiences. If I'm in a relationship, all the past niggas that I would have been like, damn, you're fine as fuck, and I would fuck you in an instance. Like, that's whenever they want to talk to me, is whenever I'm in a committed relationship, or if I'm just like on my own shit, I'm like, I'm not trying to have sex with nobody right now because I'm just focusing on myself. That's when all that shit comes, like, oh, hey, girl, what's up? Like, type shit happens. So, anyway.
Well,
so I just feel,
hold on, wait. I want to give my thoughts on that kind of scenario. When a girl is on the I'm just focusing on me tip, chances are she's treating herself right or better. When she's treating herself right or better, her self-esteem is better.
Okay.
She presents and carries herself better. And that's attractive to a lot of guys.
I agree.
That's why we say, "Oh, look at her, look at her."
Yeah, but just that. Okay, so what's the
right.
excuse whenever you're in a relationship? Because I feel like whenever I'm in a relationship and I'm off the fucking market is when all the people that I would usually fuck that I had no idea, or not even no idea, but like just I guess circumstances never presented themselves to where I would. Like, to where that situation happened, that's whenever they all are like, hey, oh my god, like, I just run into exes
So hold
and I
on,
run into people I fucked or
that's
something.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're carrying yourself with that kind of self-confidence because you're secure in your relationship.
So annoying.
You're
okay.
carrying yourself better. We pick up on that.
Okay.
It just so happens
That's
to be
fair,
the reason.
I like a confident. I don't like cocky, but I do like confident, and it's a very fine line between the two.
Because,
so.
like, for example, I there's what I call scene girls.
Scene girls?
Scene girls.
What is that?
Scene girls are like them Instagram hoes.
Okay.
Okay. They showing off all that they got and they little tight outfits and the boobies out and all that stuff. Thank you for that. But at the same time, I don't want shit to do with you.
Okay.
I want that sophisticated businesswoman,
okay.
Who can put that button up. Woo, boy. I want that sophisticated businesswoman that
right.
that stereotype, aka, I want that classy sophistication.
Okay.
Sometimes when deltas bring it too. Don't get it wrong, and a lot of times I do.
Deltas. Nah.
They do. A lot of deltas do bring it.
Okay.
And then there are, but oddly enough, I've been more attracted to a lot more SG roles than anything.
I don't even know what that means because I don't
understand
the frat.
So okay.
Lifestyle.
In my past, I've been more attracted to a lot more SG roles.
Which I know is so like cliche, but that's all I have to go on.
That's hilarious. Physically looking, AKAs, deltas, yeah. But full on personality, somebody I can see myself with, I've been more attracted to the SG roles for that. Okay. Not hating on any other organization. Zetas, you cool too. Just I have a stigma-ish. I have to preference this because I know folks are like, oh, they're going to put me on blast for this.
Yeah.
But, like, I have Greeks in my family, and I have Greeks in my family, and the Sigma Zeta connection for me, I'm not big on it. I'm friends with plenty Sigmas and Zetas. But I'm very cautious when dealing in that situation.
Okay.
Like, you cool, you a Sigma, we brothers for other reasons, cool. We drinking, cool, we good. Pause. Zetas, we cool, we drinking, we kicking it, photo work, probate show. Pause. That's
okay.
Sit there. And that's the only two organizations I can say that I really have that pause.
Yeah.
That I don't really
fuck with on that level.
Yeah, and I it's too much for me to try to explain in this video.
Yeah,
but it goes back.
So back to because I feel like we're getting off topic.
But I had to explain that because I know it's going to be a big issue in this frat world.
The thing. So my thing, okay, back to like the whole topic of this whole fucking video, which is like blunt / honest women, video. Right? So my thing is, I've been to the point where like again, like I like high school relationships are a different thing where I feel like people like try more so to like, what's the word? Like swoon you or whatever, but the ultimate end game is sex, right? I'm just saying. Well, again, that's how I feel.
So no, there was a Venn diagram. You remember Venn diagrams, right? Yeah. Everything in the circle that meets. Okay. Like so the circle was like this. Everything within this circle are guys who talk to you.
Okay.
Then the next part of the Venn diagram, everybody in the circle are people who will fuck you if given a chance. There's no difference. Okay. There you go. That's guys.
So all I'm saying is, I feel like a lot of people get really uncomfortable whenever women are just honest about what they want because they're not used to that. In my experience, at least. So I've met people who I'm like, okay, so to me, like a fuck buddy, like a friends with benefits, and like a boyfriend type scenario, completely different things. So like if you're a fuck buddy, then I like we're just having sex. I don't like you outside of sex. We don't really have much to talk about outside of sex. It's just sexual. Like, a friends with benefits to me, like, we're doing activities, and then it leads into sex. So, like, we might be, like, go bowling, we might hang out, like, just smoke with each other, or, like, watch Netflix or some shit, and then it leads into sex. And then people who are, like, boyfriend material, whatever, like, we had to have that connection on, like, all levels, and then, like, it enters sexual, whatever. So, to me, I've gotten to the point where, like, because I'm not in, like, high school, I don't, like, don't try to, I guess, like, trick me. Not, like, trick me, but trick me into, like, don't try to, like, put all this fluff behind it, try to get me into the mood to have sex with you, because, like, if I gave you my phone number, then I feel like a possibility, it's not a, like, a dire thing to where it's like, okay, if I give you my phone number, then, like, definitely we're gonna fuck, because that's not what it is. But that means that, like, that's a scenario in which I have thought about at one point.
Gotcha.
Right? Again, it does depend on where we're meeting. If it's like a bar type of situation or something like this is kind of like a hookup situation, then yeah, it's like a person that I've given like my phone number to under the context that it's possible that like maybe we'll hook up at one point.
In the right situation.
In the right situation. So if it is the right situation and it is that type of like chemistry or whatever, then I just feel like, I don't know, like, because I've had people where I come to and I'm like, okay, cool, so my thing is, like, what is, and I don't even try to be, like, because I feel like this question freaks people out, and I understand why it freaks people out, but, like, what are you expecting from this relationship is, like, a question that sometimes I'll ask people. And I'm like, I'm not even trying to, like, be like, oh, are you expecting, like, to marry me or whatever? Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, what is your expectations? Are you just trying to talk?
Real quick.
Are you just trying to, like, be in a relationship? Are you just trying to see where shit goes? Or are you just trying to fuck? Because my thing is, like, all of these are categories. I'm just asking you for the point of knowing what the fuck to expect. Because if you're a person who's like, hey, I think that you're cool, but, like, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to have sex with you, cool, then we'll keep it strictly sexual. If you're a type of person who's like, hey, I don't mind, like, hanging out, and then eventually that leads to sex, then, like, to me, that's a friends with benefits thing, and not just, like, because I've had people who I consider fuck buddies who, like, I just have sex with, and after that's over, don't stay at my house. Do not try to have conversation. We're not cuddling. You will not spend the night. You have sex. Once that part is over, I'll give you like 10, 15 minutes to recover. Get the fuck out of my house. And that's how it is. And I feel like a lot of men like aren't comfortable with that. Like I've had one person like, okay, so are you looking for like a fuck buddy scenario? Or are you just trying to like chill and see what happens? He's like, fuck buddy's such a harsh term. I'm like, okay, but that's what you want. Then just say what the fuck you want. Like don't sit here and be like, that annoys me. Just be blunt with what the fuck you want. And I feel like a lot of guys are intimidated on that. Because even if, like, if I'm at a point where I'm on my own shit, and I've had points where, like, people have been, like, trying to, like, talk to me or get my phone number. And I'm like, I'm straight. And they're like, oh, so you must be gay. I'm like, no, I'm not gay. Like, I'm just good. Like, I'm not looking for anything external. I don't want a friendship. I don't want to have sex. I don't have room for none of that. I don't have room for people and their emotions and what they got going on. I'm just focused on me right now. So you must think I'm ugly. I'm like, no, you're not ugly. I think you're attractive. I just don't have sex with you. Oh, so you must not like women. Or you must not like men. I told you what it is. You're cute. I just don't want to be with you. Like, it's really that simple.
I get that, but there's...
But I feel like most people don't. And that's the annoying thing. It's like, for people who are, like, women and just, like, upfront and honest, I feel like a lot of, like, men have problems with that. And it's so annoying.
For me, that kind of honesty is a bit liberating, but there are times when you want to know more. There was a young lady I talked to. It was like, hey, you know, I have an interest in you. And she was like, no, see you that kind of way. So I was like, okay. Now, I did have follow-up questions. Is it this, this, or this? And she was like, no, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't see you in that kind of way. So, cool. So that allows me to kick it with her. And it's not sexual tension anymore. So, she doesn't see me that way. I go ahead and continue on my own path. But my thing is,
you're one of the rare men. Because some people, like, if you say, like, I don't see you as a sexual, like, thing. Some people just feel like, oh, so you think that I'm, like, or, like, dissing me type ordeal. And it's not even that. Just some people you don't have that sexual attraction to. Like, just because I think that you're pretty or that you're, like, an attractive person doesn't necessarily mean that I would have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of men, like, have a problem kind of, like, distinguishing the difference between the two or, like, just accepting that, like, it is what it is. Because my thing is, if someone said, hey, I think you're pretty, I just don't find you, like, sexually attractive. Like, you're not someone that I would have sex with. Cool, I'm just not your cup of tea. And I feel like some people just have this idea where, like, oh, I'm everybody's cup of tea because, like, my pussy is the bomb. So, like, I have the best dick in the world. So, like, why would you not want to fuck this type of ordeal? And I'm like, so you're just because you feel like you're the shit doesn't mean you're the shit to everyone in the world. Because there's always someone who thinks that you're ugly or someone who thinks that, like, everyone always has their own opinion. There's no if you were to take everybody in America or everyone in the world or just like 3 people, more than likely they're not going to have the same preference of person because that's just preference. Like, that's just how life works. And, like, I feel like some people can't just accept that. Like, they feel offended or they get, like, insecure to some point. Because my thing is, like, I'm quite secure, like, on my looks. I'm quite secure on, like, my sexual capabilities. I'm quite secure on all that shit. So, like, not trying to be narcissistic. But, like, I feel pretty confident in what I got going on. So, like, if you say, hey, like, I'm just not into you, cool, then I'm just not your cup of tea. It's not like I'm like, oh, well, I just feel like maybe they don't think that my face is bad or something. They're just not interested in what my pussy is capable of. Like, it's just like, you're just not that person's type, and that's totally fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, sometimes you just have to be, just because you feel like you're the shit doesn't mean you're the shit in everyone's book. That's all I'm saying.
Right, I get you. But again, that's what I'm saying. That difference is some guys want to be, well, some, because some take it a little too far.
Yeah.
Some guys want to be aware of where they're falling short. Because just like when you sell, okay,
Yeah.
people who go door to door selling, retail, stuff like that, the motto is you can knock on 100 doors, you may only get 5 yeses.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
So if you can give me feedback on where this went wrong, that helps me, if it's something I can fix,
but also
to be ready for next time.
So my only thing is usually whenever I tell people like I'm not sexually attracted, it's just that it's not like me saying like, oh, this particular thing that you did was off-putting to me. It's just like that I just don't find you on a sexual level.
Gotcha.
You know? So it's not even saying that, like, you're not attractive. Like, I've met some fine-ass people. I'm like, I would just never fuck you because, like, just what you got going on is not my cup of tea. And there's some people who have, like, everything with them. I'm just like, you're cute, but you're just not what I like. I don't like... I know in one video I did say, like, pretty things, but I just mean, like, I just like attractive things is what I meant. But, like, pretty niggas, I don't fuck with. Like, if you take longer to get ready than me, I don't fuck with you. If you're, like, the type of person who just be, like, doing the lick lips and, like, oh, my God, look at myself. Like, nigga, if you take longer than me to get ready, you're more into yourself than I am, that's annoying. Because I don't like pretty dudes. I just say I like pretty things as in, like, I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to. If I find you gorgeous, then, like, I'm with it. But, like, for men, I do like a little bit grungy, like, dirtier looking dudes. And I like tattoos and shit. But, like, I don't know. And then also, like, hair is a nice thing. I do like long hair because that shit is sexy. But anyway.
But you don't stick to black either, do you?
No, I just like, whatever I like attractive, I like attractive. Like,
I was going to say, long hair, black long hair isn't really a thing.
True. This is true. I like I don't know, I don't have a specific type as far as, like, race goes and shit. I just like what I like. Like, if I think you're attractive, I think you're attractive.
Because, yeah, black long hair, the only thing we really got is, like, dreads.
True.
Think of a black guy
it's like how men
hair.
like something to pull on, I also like the same. So.
What the fuck you pulling on a guy's hair for?
Why not?
What? Okay, so that's clearly something baffling to me.
My thing is, if you've ever had, like, have you ever had, like, a decent bit of hair?
Yes.
Have you ever had anyone, like, I don't know, so to me,
again, you gotta remember, your hands is up and you hold them.
All I'm saying is a grip and a pull are different. I like to grip. But, like, my thing is, like, gripping hair, like, kind of stimulates.
I see the grin starting.
Oh, I'm all for it. But I like getting my hair gripped and I like gripping hair. But, like, I do like hair that I can play with is nice, is all I'm saying. So, that's a plus in my book.
You saw that smile on her
But that's
face.
not all I like. Like, I've met many niggas with, like, a fade, and I'm just like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So, terrible. I don't have a preference. I just like what I like. So, if it's, like, white, if it's, like, European, Asian, Canadian, like, Antarctic, whatever the fuck it is, I just like
whatever
what I like. South America, North America, and all of that. All the continents. I don't discriminate. If I think you're sexually attractive, then, like, you're in there, it's cool. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
I don't exclude anybody.
Never mind. So, yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Trust me, it's fine.
I'll trust you.
So, with that being said, supposedly there are these honest women out there.
There are.
I've only met a couple of honest women.
I'm an honest woman, so if you meet me out in the streets, take my word for face value. Well,
okay, so let's qualify that then. You're talking about honest under the circumstances of why you are or are not attracted to somebody. You're not talking about every situation honest.
What do you mean every situation?
Cheating. Have you ever cheated?
Oh, yeah. I tell myself when I cheat, though. So, yeah, I am honest.
But you cheated first.
No, yeah. For sure.
And you don't feel like that's not being
honest?
honest?
I do feel like that's unhonest. But I tell on myself after I cheat.
So you do something. Do you tell the person you're cheating with, yeah. I'm cheating with you?
Yes.
Oh, you're just special.
No, so, I'm serious. Like, I feel very guilty. So if I do something that's dishonest, I will tell the person that I'm with that I did that. I'd be like, hey, like, so we need to talk. Because my thing is, like...
Wait, how soon after?
It doesn't take long after because I feel really guilty.
Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a day, 5 days?
Maybe a day, like a week at the most. But I'll straight up be like, hey, so look, like, I did this particular thing. Like, I don't ever, like... I don't know. So for me, like, cheating is a blurred line, honestly. And I feel like that's just to make it easier on myself. But, like, for me, sexual contact is considered cheating. Mm-hmm. So, like, if I fuck or suck, then that's cheating. Then anything outside of that
wait, is eating like, cheating?
Yes, any type of genital contact to me is cheating. Anything outside of that, I consider, like, being, like, dishonest or, like, you know.
Clearly.
Like, being unfaithful. So, like, if I just, like, I'm touching on somebody or I'm like, oh, I want to kiss this person, but I don't actually, like, kissing and any type of genitalia contact are, to me, cheating. Right? But I also do feel kind of bad if I, like...
Like, it don't count. It's on the tip of my tongue.
No. Like, if I'm just, like, feeling on a nigga or some shit, like, not even dick-wise, but if I'm just, like, feeling on muscles or, like, I'm just, like, in my head, like, fuck, I fuck you. Like, type of thing, then, like, to me, that's, like, dishonest. But anyway, if I'm dishonest or I'm cheating, I always tell on myself because I feel too bad. So, like, for anyone that I've ever done that with, like, I tell the person, hey, I'm in a relationship, so, like... You know, let's just hang out. And then, I know, like, sometimes I do know that hanging out's going to, like, go a little bit further. But anyway, if I do, then I tell the person, like, hey, so I did X, Y, and Z with this person. And, like, I'm not excusing my actions, but I do know whenever I get to that point, it's for, like, it's because I'm unhappy in some aspect. So.
Time.
Oh, okay. Well,
we gotta end this.
It's cool. Anyway, it's for, like, either if I'm lacking sexual attention or just, like, conversation or just, like, physical attention that's not even sexual. One of those 3 reasons, and that's why I'm doing what the fuck I'm doing, and I tell myself. So that's all I have, because the video's about to be over. But I do tell myself every time.
So there are honest women out there. If you have one, talk to her. Let's make sure y'all are on the same page. Yeah. If she doesn't like you, walk away. Don't stress it. Just keep it moving. There are women out there somewhere who will like you for you.
Yeah.
I don't know them.
You don't know them.
I don't know the women that might like you for you. They're just out there. You got to find them.
People like me for me. So.
They don't like you for what you bring? All that confidence?
Too. They like me for me, for what I have. Once I offer once they get what I offer, then they're just like smitten. So, you know. What can I say?
It's a trap. She's going to get you.
It's not a trap.
Wait, was that, you seen Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Red Fox. Harlem Nights.
I haven't seen that, but I've been to that club and it's pretty great.
Terrible. Anywho, so those of you who see Harlem Nights know about that sunshine. So,
pitch in. But yeah, okay. Anyway.
Until next time, definitely comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on this honesty scenario of women letting you know why they do or do not like you.
Yeah, let us know, man.
Or your friend. Until next time, we're done here.